Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the weekly Cyber Gamer tournament game between Gentlemen in Underwear Corvidae. This is the semi-final. The winner of this will be going to the finals to face either Vizard or Eclipse. I hyped it up and forgot it. Anyway, the map we'll see is Chalet. Just a tad boring. We see it all the time. And yeah, nothing really new to see here maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Probably. We do see PD teasing us with that Tachanka. He's surely not going to stay. There we go. He's changing already. But yeah, Chalet, fairly often played map. We know what's going to happen. Yeah, we're about to head into it. Kitchen trophy room is the first picked bomb site, as per usual. Got a glass coming out. What's new? That'll be Mungo once again. As we just saw GiU take a very convincing win against Unshaken. 5-0. Oh, Fnatic takes down Mungo's drone almost immediately. Waiting for him to come and suss it out. Just getting their drones in at ready places. We see Lusty on that bandit. Probably going to be hiding somewhere. Rock just doing a little bit of a dance back and forth, deciding what kind of hole he wants to make. And you know what I'm thinking with this one? We may see C4 going out that window there. He's having a bit of trouble getting it all the way opened up. But yeah, you can throw a C4 from this bottom floor through that hole, or well, out the front door there. Completely possible. Alright, let's jump on board with these attackers. Let's see where they're going. Crude, obviously wary of a jump out. Pre-fires it, but nothing there. And Mungo will be trying to fight whoever's in the library here from the helipad. You see the attackers kind of surrounding the building, attacking it from a northwesterly side, and we also have Duck on the southeast side, so a bit surrounded. Interesting position we're seeing from PD here, and Emo Rin has taken down Rock for that first kill here. That would have... Where was that? Through the front door, I think? Oh, cheeky. He would have seen him and killed him? Unless that was a very cheeky and moss-worthy spray. Right, so we've got Moogie has made his way in upstairs, and he's going to be contesting with Wild in just a moment. The spray through the wall comes out. Oh no, it's not Wild. Who's over in the top here? A bit Lusty. Roaming. He's going to run outside and jump on through the window. He's been tagged up heavily as well, but him and Wild are going to make their retreat. One going down and both going down into the basement. And we are going to see these hatches getting opened up. And Ash Charge is also getting opened up to watch this angle down the stairs. Almost can't quite get it, but he's found the right one. Moogie. He's tagged himself up a bit as well from that explosion. We see Duck has sprayed open the door there in that little foyer area leading to the kitchen. And we have Emo Rin trying to hunt these roamers who have still Wild's made his way back to site. And Lusty's still in the basement. He's very... Okay, he's not too far away. I was going to say he's pretty close. And Emo Rin is taking down Wildman from above through that hole. It's a 5-3 man advantage to GiU. And this could be awesome for ANZ scene if GiU win this one. We're going to see these operators make their way inside. Mungo on that pulse coming, on that glass coming to first, but he's taken down. However, Emo Rin trades it back from above, and it's all up to PD and Lusty. Lusty, still undetected, has made his way up and behind. He could stab Emo Rin in the back here, and yep, he gets that kill. He is now above and behind the attackers here, as Crude outside, and Emo Rin is on site going for the plant. Sorry, Moogie is on site going for the plant. Lusty's above, he's going to fall. He's going to try and get the planter, but that's gone through, and Lusty has been downed. It's up to Crude and Duck now, as I believe the planter was killed off. Indeed. PD is going to make his way in, and he's probably going to pick up Lusty, and this could be pretty big. These attackers do not know Lusty has been downed. They're still wary of Crude being at this window, and Lusty's going to expose his back to Duck and be taken down. PD's going to peek him while he goes for the reload. And it's in a 1v1 now. Crude versus PD. However, he cannot waste too much time. And PD's going to start going for that defuse. However, Crude's going to tag him up. And I don't think PD has enough time. He's going to have to stick it here. Crude takes him down. And that is the first round going to Gentleman in Underwear. And apparently, he couldn't hit the diffuser. I think that was GiU's round anyway. I'm not too convinced PD would have been able to defuse that. Thanks again, Chief, for the other $1. Just throw your money at me, please. So 3 for Emo Rin, 1 for Duck, and 1 for Crude, 2 for PD, 1 for Fnatic, and 1 for Lusty. Mungo on that Glaz kind of whiffed that push inside with that Glaz. Smoked up a bit further out. If they'd smoked up a bit further out, it would have been under a lot of cover. However, Fnatic pre-fired that almost perfectly. Emo Rin gets tagged up a bit by Duck, opening up this hole in the wall here. And I'm a bit surprised. Duck's actually not playing that Jaeger. That's normally his staple and go-to operator. Now this is interesting. No, not really. Reinforcing these walls down, it just doesn't allow the attackers to breach in here so easily.
10 seconds left.
Mugi going to be reinforcing the other side.
5 seconds.
Okay, that's a bit different. And this one too.
Attackers recover the diffuser.
Obviously, they're just going to try and just going to try and defend in that area down there. Wildman looking for any Valkyrie cameras, however cannot see anything. Fnatic with a fairly standard Claymore. And Rock will be droning out this master bedroom. So maybe they're going to try and defend it from below. PD's going to peek here with that Glaz. He saw Pulse run past, but can't quite land any shots. As yeah, nothing really happening for PD. Okay, as I say that, he's taking down Duck. And there goes the smoke. That is a big frag to get nice and early on. Rock on that buck has made his way inside. No suppressor for Rock. As Lusty is also pushing in to the library area. No roamers up top. And I find this really surprising coming out from GiU. But we do have Crude in the basement. And Mugi. So I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to try and defend it for as long as they can and then push up. But PD's taking down Mungo, so that goes the Pulse as well. And it's a 5-3 man advantage to Corvidae right now. PD, however, has been taken very low. And Emo Rin's going to peek on him. Doesn't quite land any shots. PD just needs a whisper on him, and he'll probably be going down. So it's up to Emo Rin on site. Crude has made his way back, but Mugi is still down in the basement. Mugi's thinking of peeking out this side door here. He may prone underneath it. And Emo Rin still in the trophy room on site. Crude also holding close by as the floor above is getting bucked open. And the attackers have plenty of time to play with 1 minute as PD is downed. Emo Rin's going to see him, finish him off. Goes for the headshot even though he doesn't have to. And Mugi is going to be getting all this information from... Is this a vanilla cam? This is a big mistake not to take these kind of things out, isn't it? Alright, so we're in a 3-4 advantage still for Corvidae. However, this is not impossible for GiU to take this one still. And that frag in their side really evens up. Emo Rin with a beautiful shot on the Wildman. Accidentally shoots one of his batteries as he's going for the drone there. Crude has killed Rock, but been down in reply, and Fnatic is going to take down Mugi. It's up to Emo Rin as Crude is down here, and the plant diffuser is still outside. Fnatic and Lusty both going for this kill. Crude will surely be trying to give them information. He's going to call out Fnatic's position and tell him they're not going for the plant. Lusty's going to start pushing him, though. He's taking down one. He's got another to do, and he sees the way he's run. Oh, this is a game of cat and mouse, and Lusty ends up taking that one down as Emo Rin was looking at the wrong angle. That is a 1-1 evening of the scores. Beautiful shots there by Lusty. Right. So, kitchen trophy room coming out from Corvidae once again, as attackers have both won the 2 rounds we've seen so far, and we're probably going to see it again next round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Same rule setup from both of these teams.
Attackers have discovered the
And
location of a
just
bomb.
1 sec, guys, I'm going to be AFK. Just watch Mungo. 1 second.
Razor wire set. Point device.
Sorry, that's what happens when you cast from your home and not in a studio. Hashtag give us R6ANZ Pro League.
5 seconds to insertion.
Looks like we may see Lusty making himself some nice rotates outside. Looks like he may even be thinking about going for a nice early peek here.
Is to defuse a bomb.
And that is where Duck spawned last time over by Pride Rock. He's going to jump up. He's going to see Rock. Goes for a few shots, but doesn't quite land anything. Whew, very close there from Duck. Okay, so this is where Emo Rin killed Rock from last time. He saw him cross and took the shots. Let's just check back on Lusty. He hasn't moved and hasn't ran outside just yet. However, they do know Duck's up there. And Duck is gonna almost get sprayed down there. Decided it might be a bit safer to go on my drone. And that was some great adjustment we saw from Corvidae. Those windows would have been sprayed open by Duck last time, and they know he's probably going to go to the same spot to try that again. Ready to go for the peak as soon as they know he's up there, but can't quite land the shots. As he was hidden fairly well, and he knows that's the door Lusty has run out from. Lusty, however, is heading down into the basement now. We hear an Ash charge go off, and Moogie is probably going to be making his way inside of the master bedroom. We hear Emo Rin take down Lusty through the floor onto that back stairs, holding the angle nicely onto it. Going for some more shots through the floor. So Mungo is still just holding from this gazebo area, not quite finding anyone, as the top floor is now in their control with the man advantage. Wild over in the gaming room, undiscovered, and we see more and more shots come down from the roof as Fnatic is feeling a bit trapped here. Right. Wild still in by the gaming room. Is probably going to rotate up in just a moment as Emo Rin has now taken down Fnatic. It's a 5-3 man advantage, and GiU are really showing themselves how to attack here. Going to have this door opened up, smoke down, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see Glaz come out there too. Nope, Glaz has come over to this window. He's going to throw in a smoke grenade, try and cover his movements. And he almost sees PD, but can't quite get that angle on him. Oh no, he's just as PD moves. He sees PD and takes him down from the window. He immediately scopes over to the other entrance, and it's a 5-2 advantage, 4-2, as Wild has taken down Duck on that flank from behind. That is Diffuser stuck upstairs, and Wild is going to reposition and hide. Now you have to get him out of there to grab that Diffuser, or, you know, get him out of there with the kill. 4-2 advantage, and it is 4-3 now, as Wild is doing some absolute work denying this Diffuser, and 15 seconds to go. He's readjusted once again, and Mungo is finally taking down Rock. Moogie's going to peek Wild, and Wild is just going to run for it. He's going to take up position in kitchen, going to run outside, but the plant is surely going to go down. However, no, he can't shoot through the floor from there, can he? And Emo Rin is going to whiff some shots. However, he gets them in the end, as that is another round gone for GiU. It's very close there by Wildman getting that Diffuser from that flank. Oh, that was almost too good. Alrighty. So, 2-1 lead to GiU. This is not something we're familiar with seeing now. However, I haven't been watching the other streams as I was playing and casting other games earlier, but I understand that Corvidae were 3-0 down to Scylla and managed to bring that one back, or maybe it was 3-3. I know the final score was 5-3, and we're going to see Kitchen Trophy Room defense attempted once again. That last one may have been a bit more successful if PD wasn't allowed to do so much work, especially taking down Mungo. Like, Mungo should probably know he has to protect himself a bit better and not expose himself to that drone hole. You know the one I'm talking about. This little bad boy. Duck's going to make himself that nice big hole, and it's fairly simple to just deny this hole with the shield, and we saw Fnatic do that last round. However, it wasn't really working for them, as, you know, GiU still won that attack round. Maybe it was the first round we saw that, but yeah, still. GiU showing up fairly strongly. Let's just give a quick suss on the kills. Emo Rin on 9. Hashtag monster. 2 for Crude, 1 for Duck, 2 for Mungo. So we're going to see Mugi making that exact same rotate escape hole. So Lusty's going to be heading towards the library once again, and PD is fairly conscious that that was opened up that door. Fnatic just droning out the gaming room, and Wildman has thermited into the garage. That's a strange operator pick. We hardly ever see Wild on thermite there. Right, so Mugi roaming down in this basement. We hear Emo Rin tapping away with that suppressor. Hoping for some cheeky wall bangs. And now we hear that door get opened up. No, Mugi is not going to go for that one, it would seem. He's getting pulsed. We hear the pulse on Mungo. He's seen where that glass is. Hasn't really taken him out. Hear an Ash charge go off. That's Lusty breaching somewhere. So he's going to come down these stairs. There we go. He's opened up that front door. And he should probably just spray this next one open. You don't really need to Ash it, in my opinion. PD is also going to be heading to this fireplace hall. Probably going to try and get a similar angle onto, or push a similar push that Mungo did last time. He's still got all 3 smoke grenades in hand. And we do hear a C4. There we go. Crude's blown it up, and rip goes the rock. As that is the first frag, once again, going to GiU. There goes that buck. So they're going to have a lot of trouble getting that floor opened all the way up, but PD has traded right back onto Mungo, who seems to not be having the greatest game right now. Wildman's probably going to use a thermite charge to open up even more of the floor as he's trying to get some angles down. And Crude's just going to be pre-firing towards where the attackers are slowly pushing them out, as Duck has also been taken out. It's up to 3 versus 4. This happened last time, and we have Lusty up in that window, hoping to get an angle in. And he's aiming almost right where Mugi is. Mugi's going to peek, but they've practically surrendered control of this trophy room and have been pushed out from the... what's the other room called? Dining room. Emo Rin's been taken quite low, and I'm expecting... We're going to see the plant attempted, as this is going to get probably covered by the window, and will probably be going right through. Fnatic has taken down Mugi, so it's up to Emo Rin and Crude, as they just having so much trouble dealing with Lusty over by this window. Crude's going to run out, give us some pre-fire, but PD's also taking him down. It's up to Emo Rin, the current carry for GiU. However, nothing coming off that, and PD getting himself up to nice 7 kills. Right, so Wine Cellar Snowmobile Garage. Now, going to be changing it up, and you know, I've said this 3 times tonight. Whenever you lose 2 defense rounds in a row, I'd recommend choosing a different site. Don't keep trying the same thing over and over again. But yeah, that's what Corvidae are doing. Maybe they listen to me. Hashtag Stratmaster.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So, one thing we are familiar with seeing Corvidae on this downstairs defense site is they fairly regularly run a castle, chuck it on this door here, and open up the hole here. Now, the reason why is because attackers can get an angle. It's a pity I can't properly set that up all the way to that door. However, if you set the castle barricade there and use the rotate hole on this the right-hand side of this wall. You cannot get shot, making that rotate into the, I want to say, storeroom here. I don't know, store closet maybe. The little something over there.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate
Right.
the bomb and
Oh, very close. As we see the shots rattling out over there. We've got Wild over in the bathroom, and he has been tagged up. We're going to see some pressure put on him, I would imagine. Shout out to all 49 viewers who have tuned in. Plus anyone else who wants a shout out, lol. We're going to see Wild peeking Moogie, or here in Moogie and Crude. As Crude's going to advance up, managed to get to safety. However, he has been tagged up to half HP. Wild's just going to retreat a little bit, as that could have been costly if they'd lost their Habana that early on. Mungo heading towards the front entrance. Going to change his mind and head on to a different angle. And yes, I'm cheating. Has been banned by BattleEye. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? Well, not ironic. That might not be the word. Duck has made his way safely up the ladder onto the office balcony. He'll be heading into this top floor to join Moogie and Crude Ninja. Lots of rotate holes getting made by Corvidae, so their roamers can continue to